Streaming of Modern Exodus, and today is International Day for Biological Diversity. And guess where we are right now? Hey guys, hear the song? Yes, we are now at a zoo. And this one's quite special because it's one of China's finest zoos, and its name is Nanjing Hongshan Forest Zoo. And today we're gonna have a chance to know more information about the animal preservation and also China's initiatives in biodiversity. And we invited one special guest with us today, Mr. Gao.
大家好，我是红山森林公园自然教育部的工作人员。那么今天是5月22日生物多样性日。那么在这样一个特殊的日子里呢，我将带大家来到我们的高黎贡展区，然后一起来了解一下生活在我们高黎贡区域的一些小动物。
Yeah, Mr. Gao is a professional expertise in animal preservation, and he is the staff of the Publicity and Educational Department at the Hongshan Forest Zoo. And today we're lucky to have a chance to with Ms. Gao with us and to know more information about animals.
小动物的一个外运动场，那么我们在这个区域可能会找到一种非常漂亮的小动物，大家可以顺着镜头去找一下。
Well, it seems that we could find a very cute animal here, but can you guys find where is this cute animal?
可能会藏在后边，我们可以顺着这个草丛往后看，在后边有一个小动物在动，它有一个红色的。
Time for everyone to find the clues of these cute animals. But I think we will find these animals later in this land. And we are right now at the Gaoligong area. And I heard that Gaoligong is one of the representative area in this zoo that could represent the biological diversity. But I'm curious why Gaoligong could be a representative of the biological diversity at the Hongshan Forest Zoo.
因为我们确实是这样，因为高黎贡确实是我们国家生物多样性最为丰富的一个区域。我们可以看到地图这边，然后在地图上我们可以清晰的看到我们高黎贡的一个位置，也就是我们的黄圈所标的位置。那么我们的高黎贡其实是位于我们国家的西南部的这样一个区域，那么位于西南部横断山脉的最西列的一侧山脉。那么高黎贡区域为什么会有这么丰富的生物多样性呢？其实有非常多的因素。那么比如说我们可以看到这个高黎贡山，它其实是一条纵向的一条山脉，那么它横跨的这个纬度带会非常的多，那么这也造就了它非常复杂的这样一个气候环境。那么再加上这个高黎贡山，它的垂直海拔的这个落差会非常大。那么这种垂直海拔梯度带呢，也造就了它们非常独特的一个区域间的小气候。那么在不同的这样复杂的环境里面，就会有非常丰富的这个生物多样性，也会有非常多的这种生存的机会。所以说，在这个区域生活着我们国家最为丰富的这样的一个野生动物和野生植物的这样的一些物种。
Oh, that makes sense. That's because that this Gaoligong mountain areas is actually a real place in China's Yunnan province. And as we all can see that here in the west east of whole China map. And just as Mr. Gao introduced that here we can see that the Gaoligong mountain, this range that with its geographic characteristics, the whole place has nature advantages in biodiversity conservation, and it has a lot of animals living in these areas. So this zoo just put this Gaoligong mountain into the zoo and to let more people know about these areas without going too far.
是的，像高黎贡这个区域为什么叫做高黎贡，其实也是跟这个区域非常独特的民族文化相关。比如说像我们高黎贡的这个名称，其实源于景颇族的一个高黎其实是景颇族的当地一个家族的名字。贡在有山的意思。那么这个高黎贡最直接的翻译应该就是高黎家族的山。那么这个其实跟当地独特的一个民族文化也是相关的。
I see. Just as Mr. introduced that, actually the name of Gaoli is a minority groups in China, which name is Gaoli. And Gaoli Gong actually means the family of Gaoli. So the Gaoli Gong mountain actually could be understood as a Gaoli family's mountain.
对，这边我们就可以非常近距离的看到了我们的小熊猫了。那么小熊猫其实就是高黎贡地区非常有特点，而且具有代表性的这样的一个物种。
Oh, that's what we found at the first place. We see that there are cute animals here, and now we see these red pandas, very cute and chubby.
然后这个小熊猫也好，还是这个大熊猫也好，其实它们的名字里面都会有这个熊猫。那么，但实际上呢，这个小熊猫跟这个大熊猫的亲缘关系并不是特别的近。那么，大熊猫其实是属于熊科的一种动物，小熊猫其实是属于浣熊属于小熊猫科的一种动物，它的关系其实跟跟浣熊更接近一些。
Oh. And just as I said that its name is red panda, and we all know that panda is one of China's representative animals. But what's the differences between panda and red panda? And Ms. Gao just explains that. It's because that panda and red panda actually has some similarities in their living habits, but they are actually two different species.
是的，其实我们可以了解到小熊猫跟浣熊的亲缘关系很像，但是呢，我们很多情况下都会把这个小熊猫跟浣熊搞混。所以说，我们在这边制作了这样一段布台，就非常明确和生动地表现了两个物种之间的区别。那么，小熊猫其实是生活在中国的西南部以及尼泊尔地区的一种高海拔的一种小动物。那么，浣熊其实生活在北美的一种动物，所以它们的长相、它们的分布区域是截然不同的。
Yeah, many people might be confused about these two kinds of animals. And Ms. Hao just explained, actually, these two animals live in different living areas in the world. And so we can see from these paintings that actually these two animals has quite a lot of differences in their appearance. And I want to share with my friends that what the animals that we've been doing. So I'm going to chance to get inside.
所以呢，我们可以进去跟我们的校园了解一些更加深入的信息。
We've been lucky today to have a chance to get inside.
这边是我们高黎贡现在展期的主要的校园，他们家里的动物的一些食材。对，我们这边有什么问题可以问一下我们的校园。
Wow, the zookeepers are preparing food for different animals. And I think many of you have curious about like what animals eat daily and the amount of the food and how many like meals are they eat every day. So let's just ask our zookeepers. 请问你现在正在准备的是什么动物呢？
现在准备的这个是小熊猫。
小熊猫的。
对。
So that's what red pandas eat every day. 这里面有哪些东西？
这里面东西主要包括就是我们动物园配置的一个小熊猫的膏，它里面有各种小熊猫所需要的一些营养的一些成分的一些需要补充。
所以这个里面有看到有胡萝卜。
对，然后除了膏以外，还有胡萝卜，还有红枣，对，还有我们切的这种苹果，都是对它的营养的一个补充。然后还有我们这个他们打碎的那个玉米虫，补充一些动物蛋白。就是主要是这些成分。
So these are quite healthy because we can see that there are carrots, apricot, and apples, and also some man food, and also like we have like protein in this food. 那小熊猫的话，它一天会吃几顿？
因为这种料我们一天会喂2顿，然后但是小熊猫主要的食物来源是竹叶，对，竹叶占绝大部分，然后竹叶的这种饲喂呢，我们是全天供应，然后保证它每天每时每刻都有那种新鲜竹叶的采食。
So actually, this kind of food is kind of like a snack for red pandas because pandas' main food are bamboo leaves, and as we can see that this kind of food, zookeepers keep the red pandas this kind of foods like 2 times a day.
好，我们这边有活动的其他，然后我们可以去接下来看其他的。谢谢。
So we have a chance to get the pandas more and we can more insight on this.
对，你可以现在听到有一种非常响亮的叫声，大家可以猜一下这是什么动物的叫声。
I think many of you have already heard this sound, and guess what animals have this sound?
对，这其实是真正动物园里边的一种沉浸式的这种体验。我们不仅可以看到动物，还可以听到非常动物的叫声。那么这种叫声其实是一种长臂猿发出的一种歌声，这种歌声是它们非常重要的一种叫声。
后面在那叫吗？ Have anyone guessed what's this kind of animals? Actually, it's gibbons. It's one kind of ape, and the sound of them is one of the important way for them to interact with others.
那么其实在这片区域，除了我们后方的长臂猿之外，那么在我们面前的这片非常巨大的运动场里边，本来生活的这些小熊猫，可以看到它可以在一种野外的环境下自由的去活动。
Right side to the left side, and so animals can live in such wide nature environment. And I'm just curious why Gaoli Gongzan should just build this kind of zone for animals. 物种跟物种之间的关系，以及那个高黎贡地区这种多样化的这种物种，来通过一个区域的展示，综合的展示。 I heard that the reason of why we should build this kind of garden is because that actually Gongzan is an area that full of biodiversity. So the zoo just established this kind of zone to like replay the whole zone the different animals here.
是的，我们可以看到，现在小熊猫正在表现出一种非常自然的行为，它在攀爬树枝。可以看到，它攀爬树枝非常的灵活。那么，小熊猫其实就是一种在野外是一种典型的树栖动物，它们的爬树技能非常的高超。
谁也跑不掉。
对，他们会在树上去找寻一些食物，比如说他们会去找这个桑树的果实、桑葚去吃，然后他们在树上也可以更好的去保持清凉。那么我们可以看到小熊猫腹部的颜色其实是黑色的，那么这种黑色的毛发能够帮助它们在树的影子中更好的去隐藏自己，不被天敌发现。
So why the red pandas have like a black fur underneath is because that they could hide themselves on the tree and without being like discovered by the enemies. And the reason why they like climbing on the trees is because that they could find food for them to eat. And we hear a loud sound of the gibbons. Actually, in this Zoom, people always say that they are a professional singer. So we could hear the sound in a very loud way.
是的，在我们高黎贡地区，像这种长臂猿的叫声是一种非常有特点，而且具有地域性特征的这种声音。如果说你能够在野外在森林里面听到这种猿鸣的声音，你会觉得非常的自然，非常的放松。
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why I standing here in the Zoom, but feel like in the real nature environment. It's because you hear the sound and feel the refreshing water flow from the outside to the downside, and you feel like you are living in a real nature environment.
是的，其实高黎贡地区的生物多样性的这样的一个复杂程度，其实也是取决于这样复杂的环境的构成。比如说，像在我们这个展区里边，我们可以看到有一条有一条从高处流向低处的这样一条小河。那么这条小河其实模拟的就是高黎贡地区特有的一个高山峡谷的这样一个地貌。
So that's why the Zoom should build this kind of waterfall and make the whole place like you can see grassy here and the tall trees, the waterfall and the rocks here. It's because they want to just play this whole place, like put you back in the Gaoligong areas in Yunnan province, and that's why this place could have so many animals living together.
对，像我们的高山峡谷，其实就是类似于我们这个展台上讲述的故事。那么高山峡谷的存在，其实是形成了一种地理区隔。那么在河流两旁的这个区域里边，相同的物种会走上独立演化的道路，那么就会演化出许多新的物种。比如说，在高黎贡地区特有的像贡山脊、贡山羚牛等等，它们都是高黎贡区域特有的一些物种。那么这些特有物种也是构成了高黎贡非常重要的一个生物多样性资源的一个要素。
So why this place have so many animals and why it would want to biodiversity? This kind of waterfall and also in the border this waterfall. In the both sides of the waterfalls, like different species, gradually revoluted into different species, and they finally have like different living habits, and that's why these animals gradually revoluted into different species. And we can see over there, the red panda are eating grass.
这个小熊猫其实是一种杂食性的动物，其实它们的主要食物来源是竹叶。那么除了竹叶之外，它们也会取食一些动物性的一种蛋白，比如说它们会吃鸟蛋，然后还会去吃到一些其他的植物果实等等。所以说它们的整个的食物组成会相对来说比较复杂。
The red panda have a lot of different food sources, so they eat grass and they also eat like animals to achieve the movement. And so we can see that many of animals living very happy here. And they're so cute. I just can't control myself to how warm this with me. But actually I was seeing a lot of protected animals in China, and also listed as endangered species by the SPPIS. So it's better for them to live in the zoo rather than living with me.
是的，在这边是展示的是小熊猫，但是在这边这个区域我们是展示的另外一种动物。那么这边展示的其实是一种叫做白藓的一种鸟类。
In these part of areas, the silver peasant living here, and let us see whether we could find the clues of this kind of animals.
大概是在那个位置，那么雄性的白藓其实它浑身的这种白色毛发会非常的显眼，然后它们的头顶会有一块红色的区域，可以到那个位置去看一下。
Just to see whether we could find the silver peasant. Yeah, can anyone see that? These kind of birds with the white fur.
是的，这个白藓其实是我们国家一种畸形目雉科的一种鸟类。那么我们国家像中国也是世界上雉科鸟类分布种类最多的一个国家，所以说我们国家丰富的这种雉科鸟类的资源也是值得被好好展示的。那么像很多雉科其实都会在高黎贡地区有所分布，那么我们这边选取了白藓作为一个典型的代表，在这儿进行展示。
So actually China has a very wide range of different kinds of cuisine. And this represents just one of the representatives of the whole genre. So people coming into the Gaoligong at the zoo and they will have a closer interaction with this kind of species and they will know more about China's biological diversity.
我们可以继续往前，然后可以了解更多的动物信息。
Okay, we can just move. It's very good
Opportunities because we could get immersed in this nature environment without really going into the wild nature environment.
and lots of people here waiting here even it's Monday morning.
可以看到我们高黎贡区的这边的一种叫做金丝桃的野花正在盛开。那么像目前也是正处于高黎贡的一个雨季。那么在高黎贡雨季也会绽放出非常多的漂亮的中国本土的花，像杜鹃科的一些花类是高黎贡区非常特色的一种植物。
So the Gaoligong is actually not only the home for a lot of different animals, it's also the home for different kinds of like plants, as we see in the screen. Because of the rain seasons, people can enjoy the beauty of the nature.
对，像这种复杂的环境，不仅是我们人类可以去更好的去完成游览，那么动物在这种环境里面也会学得更加的舒适、更加的放松，那么更加有利于我们动物园里的动物生存的环境。
So that like not only plants, humans and animals could live in such kind of environment literally. And I saw that there's a board here with a lot of cute animals paintings. Basically, could you explain what is painting?
是的，像这块巨大的展台，其实是由我们的工作人员和志愿者，然后合作完成了一块手绘的科普牌。那么像这种手绘的科普牌，好像是更加生动，或者说更加有温度一些。那么像游客会更加有兴趣的去观察上面的一些内容。
So the reason why we could see a lot of like this kind of paintings at the zoo is because that it helps visitors to have more interest in the animals' knowledge. Because we can see that these cute paintings, especially for children and for people from different countries, they could have a more like a directive knowledge of what the kind of animals looks like. And it's created by the staff and volunteers of the zoo.
是的，像这块展台，我们主要介绍的呢是以小熊猫为代表的这样一个高黎贡区域的一个生态系统。那么我们像在高黎贡区域，除了小熊猫之外，那么在小熊猫生活的区域里边，还会分布着其他的小动物，比如说分布有赤脊这种小动物。但是由于这个赤脊在中国动物园的种类会非常的少，所以说我们采用了用小脊来它的一个。
Neighborhood of the red panda. Red panda is just one of the representative animals in the Don, but there are many other different kind of animals living with red pandas in Yunnan province in the Gaoligong mountain areas. And we can see here that the Monticus muntjac and the Reeves muntjac here, and because of numbers of Monticus muntjac are very less, so the Zoom just used the Reeves muntjac to replace the Monticus muntjac.
是的，像小脊和赤脊，它们都是脊科的一种动物。那么像这种小脊和赤脊有一些共同的特征，比如说它们在受到惊吓的时候，它们的尾巴会竖起来，然后尾巴下边的白色的毛发会显露出来，而且会发出像狗叫一样的声音。所以说，像赤脊在英文里边可能会有一种别名叫做吠鹿。就是它的叫声像狗一样，会有汪汪汪的这种叫声。
So if you went to the Gaoligong areas in Yunnan province and you heard the sound of the dog sounding, it might not be a dog, but it might be the sound of Monticus muntjac. Because if the Monticus muntjacs were shocked by the outside environment, it will have a sound of like womp womp womp. It's like a dog.
是的，除了像赤脊之外，那么像高黎贡区域那么复杂的生物多样性，还包括一些，比如说河流里边的一些生物，比如说像高黎贡高山峡谷的一些非常多样化的本土的鱼类。那么包括我们这边会展示有，比如说在水里面生活的一种鸟类叫做鸬鹚，那么它们今天可能会在这个区域里边出现，那么它们就会在水里非常自由的去捕食一些小鱼。
And this kind of flow of the river we see over there, actually many different fishes are living here, and also a kind of animals. It's a kind of birds, which name is cormorant, also living here. And if you're lucky enough, you will have a chance to see this kind of animals eating fishes here. And we can move a little bit forward, and we saw that this kind of birds actually not only explains the animals' living habits, it also explains the culture of the Gaoligong mountain area.
是的，其实像我们的科普教育，除了要展示我们动物里边展区里边的动物的信息之外，那么还会介绍到像高黎贡区域的一些人文的文化。那么像高黎贡地区会有一个非常多样的少数民族的这样的一个分布。那么在一些少数民族非常原始的生活里边，他们的这种原始的靠山吃山、靠水吃水的原始的渔猎文化，其实也是当地非常重要的一种生态的一种存在。但是由于他们的捕食的量会相对比较少，对生态的损害会比较少，所以说他们当地的这种原始的文化不会对野生动物种群造成太大的伤害。
We can see from the board, actually this man is from a minority group in China, and which name is Li Su. And in the past, like in the old times, that this kind of groups of peoples. So now we could have a closer look at this kind of animals. Its name is gibbon. It's one kind of ape.
那么目前这两只长臂猿其实就是长臂猿的一只雄性个体和一只雌性个体。那么它们会在每天的上午时段会用对唱的方式来完成彼此之间的一种交流。那么这种歌唱，那么也是被像高黎贡地区会被称之为情歌，对，很像很多少数民族里面的情歌一样，会表达一定的情感。
Mr. Gao just explains to us that actually this kind of song is love song between these two animals. The gibbon use the song to represent their.
可以了。那么其实这个长臂猿其实是高黎贡区非常明星的一个物种。那么其实在高黎贡地区，在2017年左右，是由中国的科学家首次发现并命名了一种新的长臂猿，那么叫做高黎贡白眉长臂猿，又被称之为天行者 （Skywalker）。
So in the 2017, the scientists found a new kinds of gibbon, which name is Gaoligong gibbon, and also known as a skywalker.
是的，这个天行长臂猿的这个称呼是因为长臂猿这种独特的行进方式，那么他们会用长长的手臂，采用臂荡的方式来完成这个移动。那么不像我们人类是用双腿，他们是用双臂来完成移动。
So why they are called of the skywalker is because that this kind of gibbons are working not on foot but on their arms. We can see that as a star of the Zoom, a lot of people are standing here and watching these two cute gibbons.
是的，我们到动物园来，除了去观赏动物的可爱之外呢，其实我们还要去了解一些动物的一些野外种群的情况。那么，比如说像我们的高黎贡白眉长臂猿，其实是一种非常非常濒危，它们的种群数量其实目前来说已经非常非常稀少的一个物种，那么是需要我们的持续关注。那么目前我们国家的政府也好，还是民间组织也好，都在积极的关注和保护我们国家的特有的这个高黎贡白眉长臂猿。
So a lot of people might be curious about. So because of the efforts of the local governments and different charity organizations, this kind of animals could live a happy life at the zoo without being harmed by like humans, harmful measures. And we see that there are a lot of different paintings here.
是的，这些不同种类的灵长动物呢，其实是有不同的这个。那么长臂猿其实在野外是一种严格意义上的树栖的灵长类动物，它们一生中很少下到地上，所以说我们在场馆里面为它们搭建了非常复杂的爬架，那么包括木质的栖架，还有绳索，那么模拟在野外的这种非常软的藤本植物，那么让它荡起来会非常的有感觉。那么我们也是在尝试为它们提供更多的这种体验，让它们在动物园里面生活得更加开心。
Hongshan Forest Zoo such provided this kind of nature environment to protect this kind of animals and provide them with a real wild nature environment to ensure they living in a happy life.
那么像这个长臂猿的分类的话，其实是有非常多种类的长臂猿的分类的，比如说像白眉长臂猿、白颊长臂猿、白掌长臂猿等等。那么其实在我们国家其实大概是分布有，比如说有这个高黎贡白眉长臂猿，还有什么黑冠长臂猿、白颊长臂猿等等。那么这些长臂猿它们的种群数量都会相对来说是比较稀少的，那么是应该是能够值得我们大家去长期和关注和保护的。
We can see from the painting that actually even the gibbons have different kinds of we can see that here we have the Gaoligong gibbons, and also like from the western part of the China they have different gibbons, and these all representative for the biodiversity protection in China. Because of this convention initiative, a different kind of animals could living in the same areas.
是的，因为这个高黎贡白眉长臂猿的种群数量在野外非常非常的稀少，所以说我们是采用了也是用替代展示的方式来用东白眉长臂猿来替代高黎贡白眉长臂猿进行展示。
Because of this kind of endangered animals has a really little numbers in nowadays in the world, so they just replaced the ribbons. Yeah. So actually, in this area we saw that is this one.
是东白眉。
Yeah.
东白眉长臂猿，其实我们是用它来替代它。
This one is the local of the Gaoligong areas, the Gaoligong gibbons, but the number of it are very small, so they just replaced this one to the Gaoligong gibbons.
是的，这种方式也是来更好的去促进野外的保护，不对野外种群造成一定的伤害。
So the reason why they use this way, the replacement way, is because that this will help them without the wild environment, this species in wild environment, because the number is very small, as we mentioned before. And
除了像长臂猿之外，那么可以看到底下还有像那个孔雀。然后，其实，在高黎贡区域生活的一种中国本土的孔雀叫做绿孔雀，那么它们的种群数量也是相对来说是比较稀少的。那么我们这儿也是用蓝孔雀进行替代展。
And we can also see here a lot of empty areas, and I think there might be more animals and more information about biological diversity protections here to let more people get a deeper insight of China's initiative in biological diversity.
是的，我们这片区域后期也会根据我们的一些研究调查，会把更多的物种信息，包括当地的一些人文的文化，在这片展区中更好的进行呈现。那么包括大家现在看到墙上的这种图案条纹，也是结合了当地傈僳族的一种特有的一种图案来进行设置的，让更多的人去了解到长臂猿生活区域的一种更多的文化的属性。
So the whole the creation and the painting on the walls actually representative of some characteristics of the Gaoligong area in Yunnan province, and the Gaoligong zone as the Hongshan Forest Zoo just combined the whole characteristic elements into one small zone to ensure visitors coming here and to know more information about the biodiversity initiatives in China.
So it's very lucky today to have a chance to get a closer look of these cute animals, and we learn a lot of different knowledges because of the introduction of Mr. Gao. So we enjoy like a very abundant and rich day of knowledge. And I think that's the whole trip, whole journey today. And we stay at Hongshan and to have a nature escape here, like only less in 1 hour, but we learn a lot. And very lucky to have Miss Gao with us. Miss Gao, what you want to see to our audience, like what your expectation for the biodiversity protection in the future?
其实，在5月22日这个国际生物多样性日的这个特殊的日子里呢，我还是想呼吁大家能够更多的去关注到我们中国本土的一些物种，那么了解到物种在生态中发挥的一些独特的作用，那么进而呢去更好的了解我们身边的自然，了解生态环境，那么从而做出一些能够实际保护到自然中的一些行动中，那么其实是最好的事情。我们也希望大家持续的关注我们中国本土的生物多样性。那么让我们中国的生物多样性更加的丰富，更加的复杂，那么让整个的生态环境会越变越好。
So as Ms. Gao said, like education and the knowledge of the whole, like the wild nature environment, just one first step of the biodiversity conservation. So hope more people can join the Nanjing Hongshan Forest Zoo and join Modern Express to participate in the biodiversity conservation. And so glad to have Ms. Gao with us, and Ms. Gao, like say goodbye to our audiences.
好，谢谢大家，再见。